Driven from their homes by armed invaders, a few hardy refugees faced the prospect of starting again. They would found a new village deep in the countryside. With a new settlement established, the first priority was locating a reliable food source. The simplest source was gathering from nature.
Yaru, apple. Quetta, gadriende. Yeah. Meta. Cheerlas. Apple.
With a healthy supply of food, the village could start to grow. To do so, it would need more hands to share the work.
Huh? Gadriende.
Waiter. Huh? Waiter. Yes, sir. Yeah. On right. Cheerlas. Who do? Yes, sir.
Abendende. Huh? Gongande.
Yaru.
The new workforce could now turn to the growing village's needs. First, they would build a mill near their food source, so villagers could drop off gathered berries more easily.
Workende. Hestes. Scarthway off.
Next, the growing village would need wood to build with.
Huende. Yes, sir.
The growing community now had a steady supply of lumber. To make wood collection easier, villagers could erect a lumber camp near the forest.
Quetta. Feralda. Yeah. Workende.
Thanks to the camp, villagers no longer needed to travel as far to drop off lumber. The village now required additional houses to support its growing population.
Quetta. Worker. Work Kendi. Huh? Work Kendi. Here Werta.
With additional housing in place, even more villagers could join the workforce. But a populous village would soon exhaust the natural food sources. To grow, the community needed dedicated farms.
Worker. Worker. Elder worker. Each willer. Abendende. Yeah, Eos to London. Yaru. Huh? Work Kendi.
Woodsmen and farmers now kept the village well supplied. Further growth required knowing the countryside and finding more resources. For that, communities employed scouts. Able to move quickly and see great distances, scouts were key to discovering new resources. The most important thing for a scout to locate was a ready source of gold.
Forward. Ridende. Yeah. Asterende. Yeah. Yes, sir. Ridende. Asterende. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Ridende. Ridende. Yes, sir. Koslich. Yeah. Asterende. Yeherende. Yeah.
To prevent having to haul ore large distances, expanding communities would establish a mining camp near the source of gold.
Yeah. Abendende. Delphende. Yeah. Huh? Workende. Herrscher. Ridende. Asterende. Yes, sir. Yeah. Asterende. Yes, sir. Ridende. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Here worked.
A well-placed camp ensured efficient gold mining.
Gande. Ridende. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeherende. Kothlich. Yeah. Gande. Asterende. Ridende.
With a good supply of gold, the village was becoming a large town. The signpost of this growth would be the construction of a large landmark.
Yaru. Gongande. Yeah. Huh? Work. Huete. Work Kendi.
With the landmark in place, the once sleepy village announced itself as a thriving feudal township. The townsfolk had been driven from their homes before, however. This time, they would defend themselves. The first step would be constructing a barracks for infantry.
Yaru to work. Each a worker. What surface, eh? Zelly. Yes, sir. West Puhala.
Once it had a barracks, the town could establish a standing force of soldiers. Simple infantrymen armed with spears were a common choice for these militias.
And you work of each a gap.
Garwigan.
Forwedes Fuerzas Uter. Ishana. Forwedas Rich.
Chierlas hair.
Yes.
Garway.
What? Wednesday off. Each timbre theos.
Garway.
And you worker? That should I bail.
Garwigan.
Yes, sir. West Puhala. Each timbre theos. Each bruke that.
Garwigan. I set mid-May. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Spere asterende. Garu up. Yes, sir. Garwigan.
The town now had a militia and could look to reclaim the lands lost to invasion. The invaders had blocked the road north with a stout palisade. Although spears were of little use against these walls, the militia could burn down the obstacle with torches.
Tremet Garu. Rik nu. Each way like.
With the road open, the militia could now reclaim their lands in the north. First, the spearmen had to deal with a lone sentry.
Garwigan. At him! Rik nu. Here's in the shield pending! Garu, Fera. Cometh on. Hurra! Garu, Fara! Cometh on. Here's in the shield pending! Each one! Yes, sir! Mid-May! Astirath, Garwigan. Mid-May. Cometh on! Yes, sir! Yes, sir? Sing at him! Yes, sir! Singer! Watch out! Eat with Drelum! Yes, Rik nu! Yes, sir! Astirath, Garwigan! Yes, sir! Yirwa, Garwigan! Garu, Ferath. Garwigan. Watch out! Undes Drelum! Agnawa! Yes, sir!
Advancing aggressively, the militia eliminated the enemy sentry. The invaders had a small cavalry camp guarding the road, but the militia was ready to attack.
Mid-May. Fortgat, Firas!
Spears were highly effective against cavalry, allowing the militia to win the day. All that remained was to destroy the invaders' stables. The invaders' cavalry post was destroyed, but other enemy positions awaited further up the road. Hostile archers defended the next camp, which would put spearmen at a disadvantage. The township needed cavalry of its own to deal with this, and so would need to build stables. To deploy that cavalry quickly, the town needed to build their stables near the front lines. Fortunately, friendly villagers came out of hiding and joined the effort.
Cheer la terre. It will do hit. That shule beo timbran. Ike om je selly. Each bouquet that. Each timbra theos.
Garu upa!
But
Tremet garu! Aknawa!
cheers. Yarway on your Sammy ending. That shule beo
Tremet garu! Aknawa! Yirwa! Garu wigan! Garu astiga! Hier sind Schilfhände!
Ya sure last their fende hestem. Eat your work.
With stables in place, the town could field horsemen of its own.
Vin Hester. Ayored Yaru. Yeah, Yaru. Bayard May.
You need it up.
Yes, sir. Bayard May.
Are you right us your way?
Yeah.
Eat your will.
Yaru. Vin Hester. Yeah, Yaru. Bayard May. Vin Hester. Ayored Yaru. Ayored Yaru. Beod May. Vin Hester. Yaru.
The town now had a rapid light cavalry, skilled at harassing slower targets, such as archers.
Yerward.
You got it, Oompa. Astira, Garwigan.
Cheerless, your way on, you Sammy Endy.
Yes.
Yeah, any after, lass.
Yes, sir.
Here, Ath. Each a folly. A return.
Cavalry eliminated the enemy archers and moved on to destroying the archery range itself. The invaders' archers and their camp were destroyed. A final enemy emplacement remained, one fortified with palisades and defended by spearmen. To deal with this target, the town would need longbowmen. First, they needed to build archery ranges in the area regained from the invaders. Once more, friendly villagers arrived to help.
Each timber fails. That should be a timber. Each a worker.
Stand if has to do. Yes. Set. Sola Bale Tembran!
On Mona. It's here.
Farah John. Farah your words up. Farah Dawn.
With several archery ranges in place, the town could add longbowmen to its forces.
Hester's commending.
It's timber Theos. Each a worker.
Ich om je Sally.
That Sola Bale Tembran.
Farah Dawn.
Each timber It's Timbra Theos. That's Sole Beote.
A strong force of archers could eliminate enemy spearmen at a distance, so long as they took the proper position.
Kuthlich. Strabora, Verith. Voliende, Hes. Paragongat on way. Iquilla. Yes. Gath, Strabora. On Stiriath, Strabora. Dida hit. Gath, Strabora. On Stiriath, Strabora. Strelboran Bereth.
Poised on a cliff top, the longbowmen would be protected from an infantry charge.
Strelboran Yerwa. Yes. Wesindon Sikende.
The last of the invaders fell to the resurgent homegrown population. Now that their lands were free of enemies, the town could take the next step in its growth and become a powerful medieval city. Here too, the erection of a great landmark would be the signpost of this growth.
What surface, eh? Eat your workout.
Your way, you waller.
Where a few lowly refugees had founded a small village, now rose a mighty city. From there would grow an empire. Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. 250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.